The process of making pies in a tin inside a modern food factory is an extraordinary journey that blends science, precision, and artistry. It all begins with the sourcing of raw materials, which plays a vital role in determining the quality, flavor, and texture of the final product. Every ingredient, from the crust to the filling, must meet strict quality standards before being used. The main components of a typical pie are the pastry dough, the filling either sweet or savory, and a variety of seasonings or sauces that enhance the overall taste. Factories usually source these ingredients from trusted suppliers and often prefer local farms and producers to ensure freshness while supporting regional agriculture. For example, vegetables like carrots, peas, and potatoes are commonly obtained from nearby farms where they are harvested at their peak ripeness. Using local ingredients reduces the time between harvesting and processing, which helps preserve nutrients and flavor. It also minimizes the environmental impact of transportation, lowering the carbon footprint of the overall operation. Similarly, meat used in savory pies such as chicken, beef, or pork is typically sourced from certified local farms that follow humane and hygienic farming practices. Many manufacturers maintain long-term partnerships with these farmers to ensure a consistent supply of high-quality meat products. Once the raw materials arrive at the factory, they go through a rigorous inspection process handled by trained quality control teams. Every batch of ingredients is checked for freshness, appearance, and quality. Vegetables are examined for firmness and color, ensuring that only vibrant, healthy produce is used. Any ingredient that fails to meet the company's quality standards is immediately rejected. This strict approach guarantees that only the best materials move forward in the production line. After inspection, the cleaning and preparation process begins, which is a crucial stage for maintaining hygiene and ensuring safety. Vegetables are thoroughly washed to remove any soil, pesticides, or contaminants that may remain from harvesting. This cleaning process often involves soaking them in a mild sanitizing solution, followed by a thorough rinse with clean water. In large-scale production environments, this task is carried out using industrial washing machines capable of handling hundreds of kilograms of vegetables at once. These machines use water jets and rotating brushes to ensure that each vegetable is cleaned evenly and efficiently. Once the vegetables are clean, they move to the preparation area, where they are chopped or diced into uniform pieces. The size of these pieces is carefully controlled because it affects the texture and cooking time of the filling. Factories use automated cutting machines that can process large quantities of vegetables quickly while ensuring consistent size and shape. Uniformity is key to achieving even cooking and maintaining the right mouthfeel in every bite of the finished pie. At the same time, the meat undergoes its own preparation process. Large pieces of meat are trimmed to remove excess fat and connective tissue before being cut into smaller chunks. The goal is to create bite-sized pieces that will cook evenly and blend smoothly with the other filling ingredients. All this preparation is done under strict hygiene conditions to prevent any cross-contamination. After the raw materials have been cleaned and prepped, the primary processing stage begins. This is where the magic happens, where raw vegetables and meats are transformed into flavorful fillings. The ingredients are transferred to large industrial kettles or cooking vats, equipped with precise temperature controls. Depending on the recipe, the meat is usually cooked first. For example, in a chicken pie, the diced chicken pieces may be sautéed or browned at around 180 degrees C for several minutes to enhance their flavor. Once the meat is partially cooked, vegetables such as carrots, peas, and potatoes are added to the kettle. These vegetables are often steamed or boiled separately before being combined with the meat, ensuring they remain tender while retaining their nutrients and bright colors. During cooking, chefs and food technologists monitor the temperature and timing closely to prevent overcooking or loss of flavor. Seasonings, herbs, and sauces are then added to the mixture. This could include salt, pepper, thyme, garlic, onion powder, or gravy mixes depending on the desired taste profile. Each ingredient is measured carefully using automated systems to maintain consistency between batches. The mixture is stirred continuously until the filling achieves the right texture, rich, savory, and slightly thick, but not watery. While the filling cooks, another section of the factory focuses on preparing the pastry dough, the base and top layer of every pie. Pastry dough might look simple, but getting it right requires both science and skill. In large mixing machines, flour, water, fat, such as butter or margarine, and sometimes a pinch of salt are combined. The ratio of ingredients is critical. Too much water can make the dough sticky, while too little can make it dry and crumbly. The mixing process is carefully timed and monitored to ensure that the gluten in the flour develops just enough to make the dough elastic but still tender. Overmixing can result in a tough crust, whereas undermixing might cause the dough to fall apart when baked. Once the dough reaches the desired consistency, it is transferred to a rolling section where mechanical rollers flatten it into thin sheets. The thickness of the dough is also standardized, usually between 2 to 4 millimeters, depending on the type of pie being made. Automated cutters then slice the dough into circular shapes that perfectly fit the tins. Every piece of dough is uniform, ensuring consistency in every product that leaves the factory. The next stage is assembly, where the prepared pastry and filling come together to form the actual pie. Each tin, typically made from aluminum or heat-resistant material, is lined with a base layer of dough. The dough is gently pressed to fit the contours of the tin, forming the base shell. Then the pre-cooked filling is portioned and spooned into each shell using automated filling machines. The quantity must be precise. Too little filling makes the pie dry, while too much can cause overflow and leakage during baking. Once the filling is added, another circular piece of dough is placed on top, forming the lid. The edges of the top and bottom dough layers are pressed or crimped together, creating a firm seal. This step prevents the filling from leaking during baking and also gives the pie its signature decorative edge. Sometimes small vents or slits are cut into the top crust to